In today's video, I want to show you a simple 5-minute dynamic warm-up that you can do before you head out the door for your run. And I know everyone's time is very, very precious and people have stuff to do. So adding any more time to the designated workout time you give yourself every time can sometimes be intimidating, and then it often causes people to avoid a warm-up entirely. But you want to remember some dynamic movements before your run can get the blood flowing and also activate some of your muscles. So in turn, it'll help prevent injury because you'll be running with better form from the start. So keeping that in mind, and as someone who never used to warm up myself, it really has helped my training, and it just also gets me in the zone before I head out the door. I want to give you a 5-minute simple warm up to do, and really even just 5 minutes makes all the difference for you to get more out of your runs every day. Honestly, the first thing I do in a butterfly stretch right here is I take 5 to 10 deep belly breaths. Now, these belly breaths aren't really required for you to do before your warm-up. Honestly, in the butterfly position, it helps open up my hips. It also just relaxes my body before I put it under so much tension during my run, and then during any strength training that I have. It connects me to my breath and also just puts me in the right headspace and gives me the right energy before I start my run or workout. I tend to be very stressed and anxious before I start my runs, so this really helps center me and just calm me down. After I'm done that, I do 4 iron crosses. So bringing that knee up to your chest, cross it over. I only do about 4 of those, kind of get the back cracked. Then I'm gonna flip over and I head into some fire hydrants. I'll do 2 sets of 10 of these on each side. Your fire hydrants are really gonna help activate your glutes and get the hips going, which is so important for your runs. Once I'm done that, I'm gonna head into some hip circles. The hip circle is when you take your leg and you circle it over like something was there. You 5 to the front and 5 to the back. And then after that, you head right into some straight leg donkey kicks, 5 on each side, really using your glutes to lift up that leg. You want to get all the blood flowing in our lower body. Glutes and hips do so much for our runs. And then when you're done with that, you're gonna head into some dynamic pigeons and some dynamic Superman or Superwoman. Starting in that high plank position, bringing your leg into that pigeon position, just like that yoga pose, but it's gonna be dynamic. So only holding it for about a second or so. More stretch in your glutes and your hips. Always doing some deep breaths during this, keeping your body as relaxed as you can. So you do 10 total, and then head right into some Superwoman. So bring that outside leg, and then you're gonna dip that elbow down towards your foot. That will stretch your groin. 10 total of these. And with those laying movements, I take it to a standing position, and I do some more dynamic movements standing up. I do some neck circles. So just some half circles in each direction. It's not just about your legs, but about your entire body being ready to go and energized. I bring in some single arm overhead reaches, about 6 total. And then I do arm circles. So I do 5 in each direction. And for me, my arms are always pretty sore. I'm always shaking them out during my run, so I really want to make sure they're loose and ready to go. And then just like your gym class self, bringing your arms forward and back. Some overhead presses, 5 of those, and then some kind of Arnold press movements, 5 of those. Once I'm finished with my arms, I'm gonna head into some external and internal hip rotations. I usually do about 6 to 8 total each direction. I do some quad pulls, 10 total, taking that back foot, pulling it towards my glutes. You can also do this as you walk. You can take a couple steps in between, Well, a lot of times I'm doing it like in a small space, so I just stay standing. Alright, so next and the last thing that I do are leg swings. 5 to the front, so taking that inside leg. And then I'll face forward and do 5 sideways each way. And I do 5 that same way, but with a bent leg. And I saw Alexi Pappas do this. So yeah, that was just some simple exercises that I like to do before I head out the door. Now, depending on the type of athlete you are and if you have any like history with injuries, you might need to do some more specific exercise that kind of cater more towards your individual needs. This is just a general and foundational warm-up for someone who might not warm up at all before their runs and needs a place to start. If you have any other exercises that you like to include in your warm-up, definitely leave them in the comments below. I hope you give this a try if you're looking for a warm-up. I hope this was helpful. If you made it this far, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it so much. I would love for you to click that like button and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I will see you in my next video. I hope you can go out and enjoy some miles. So until then, happy running.